I like to start a review by taking a look at the options in the game setup menu. And Stellaris has a lot of options built into two screens. Essentially, if you want to start a game, you can just select your empire, take one of the ones that's already made, select it, and then just take the defaults and play it, and you can start a game that simply. Or if you want to, you can edit a race, and you can do things like appearance, species name, origin, government ethics, lots of things that can affect the game. Some are more for role play, and some of them actually affect the game itself. Then when you're done, you save it, or you can go back and not save it. The next screen is the galaxy game, is the game details. You can set the galaxy size, and the shape, and how many AI empires you play against. Mid-game start year, end-game start year, victory year, and all these trigger things. Difficulty, pretty much a lot of things you can set. Hyperlane density. So it's a pretty, it's got a lot of versatility in the game setup. When you're happy with your settings, just click play. Before I get completely away from the startup screen, I thought I'd touch on origins. The origin, that's something new this game has. If you've got all the DLC, you've got 27 to choose from. And what these basically are is just a little background story for your race, plus it gives you some benefits. Like this one starts the game with an additional 4 pops, and with an additional 2 districts. And there's some fun ones in here. Here you can start as a vassal of a foreign empire. And there's others, like the Aquatic Species Pack gives you a dragon. Something Stellaris was pretty weak in when it started was espionage. Now it's got a whole tab and system dedicated to it. Now you can build spy networks. You can assign envoys to those spy networks to build them. You can grab assets. You can gain knowledge through intel, knowledge on their military and technology, things like that. You can run projects like gathering information, sparking diplomatic assets. You can steal technology, and you can even arm privateers and do a crisis beacon, which lures the crisis faction to your buddies that you don't want to be buddies with anymore. So it's a whole new system, and this is a lot of fun as well. Another nice feature in this game is subjugation. I recently had a couple of wars with the Commonwealth of Man. First war they cleaned my clock. Second war I pretty well decimated them thanks to aid from another empire that attacked them first, and I just jumped on the bandwagon. But anyway, I can propose subjugation through a deal. So I can ask them to be my vassal or tributary. I'll just choose vassal, and I can choose all kinds of things: integration, prohibited, restricted voting. I think for right now I'll just take the default. It's X'd out, so it says they will not accept my they don't like me very much. And as you can see, I've got a lot to do before they'll agree to become my subject, mainly because of their hostile attitude. So maybe I can assign an envoy to improve relations, and then we can all become one big happy family. In Stellaris, you can research 3 branches of research at a time: physics, society, and engineering. And each scientist has his own unique skills, and the closer his skills or field of expertise matches what's being researched, the better the bonus is. Like in this example, I'm getting a 14% research bonus, but only 4% of that is coming from the scientist himself. In Stellaris, there is no such thing as a research tree. You only get 3 or 4 things to choose from when the option comes up to select new research. One thing to watch for when you are choosing research is this little padlock icon. That tells you that there's new technology that'll be unlocked by researching this. Like for this one, you'll get a new generation of fusion reactors for our ships. Stellaris also has a Galactic Community, which is basically the UN in space. At the Community tab, you can assign an envoy to improve relations or give you more diplomatic authority, and you can also see how you stack up against the other members of the community, influence-wise. You can go to the Senate floor, see what's currently proposed, or you can go to the resolutions and find something to propose yourself. One good one's the Galactic Market. Right now you have weak support, and you can see what the support is for all the ones that you're thinking of proposing. Once the Galactic Council's been active for a while, you can see a list of resolutions that are in the queue, and you can support them, not support them, or abstain, just like the UN. You can also see what's in effect, what the modifiers are, by clicking on the Galactic Modifiers tab. This tells you, like, diplomatic weight from economies getting a plus 20%. Great for a diplomatic style of play. And if you're into diplomatic style play, or if you just want some help conquering the galaxy and turn your enemies into friends, you can form a federation. And you can choose the kind of federation you want. If you've got the Federation's DLC, once you decide what you want, click accept.
A federation for the betterment of all.
And you'll soon be notified whether or not it worked out. Each type of federation has 5 levels, and each one has its own specific perks, depending on what you chose. And same as Galactic Community, you can assign an envoy, and this envoy will improve the cohesion of your federation. Stellaris has gigantic structures called Megastructures that can give your empire a lot of bonuses. They're all unlocked by researching rare technologies, but some of those rare technologies are unlocked through ascension perks, like the Galactic Wonders Ascension perk. One of my favorite megastructures is the Mega Shipyard. It gives your empire a whopping 100% bonus in ship build speed. Once a Mega Shipyard is fully constructed, you can build an astounding 20 ships at a time. That, coupled with the gateway network, means you can get reinforcements to any battlefront your empire is involved in almost instantaneously. It's really a pretty unbeatable combination, in my opinion. A great investment, something you won't regret if you build. With the right DLCs and the right research, your wildest dreams of grandeur can be accomplished in Stellaris. For example, you can become the endgame crisis.
The special project has
All you need to do is finish your special projects, and lo and behold,
war declaration
you're automatically
received.
everybody's
Red
enemy,
alert.
and everybody declares war on you at once, so you better be ready. But I've played this, and it's a whole lot of fun. That's only one of the many things you can do in Stellaris. The options are almost endless, depending on your style of play. I just love the game. So I hope you found this beneficial, or enjoyable at least, because I have. Until next time, later.